Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. Muhyiddin will be represented by a King's Counsel from the UK in his legal battle to overturn a Court of Appeal decision against him.
A King's Counsel or KC from the United Kingdom is set to appear for Muhyiddin Yassin during next week's Court of Appeal hearing of his review to quash his power abuse charges. Stephen Perian, who is the first KC to be admitted to the High Court of Malaya, will beef up the Pagoh MP's legal team when the review hearing before a 5-person bench begins next Tuesday. A member of Muhyiddin's legal team confirmed the participation of Perian, who has also become a partner in the law firm RDS Partnership, which is acting for the lawmaker. He is licensed to practice law in both UK and Malaysia, which exempts him from requiring permission to appear before Malaysian court judges. A King's Counsel is a senior lawyer recognized for outstanding skill and experience in advocacy in the United Kingdom and some other Commonwealth countries. Perian, a distinguished criminal lawyer, has previously acted for the Crown in prosecuting various economic offences and financial crimes. In March last year, Muhyiddin claimed trial before the Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court to 4 counts of abuse of power and 3 money laundering charges involving 232.5 million ringgit linked to the Jana Wibawa program. In August last year, the Kuala Lumpur High Court struck out the 4 power abuse charges against Muhyiddin. However, the Court of Appeal reinstated the charges in February this year.
Malaysia is still on the hunt for Jho Low and will not be affected by his settlement with the DOJ. This is according to 1MDB taskforce chairperson Johari Abdul Ghani.
Malaysia's efforts to apprehend alleged 1MDB mastermind Jho Low are not affected by the fugitive reaching a settlement with the US Department of Justice. 1MDB taskforce chairperson Johari Abdul Ghani told the media that this is as the two are unrelated actions. According to a video of Johari's exchange with the media, which was published by Malaysia Gazette, Johari said Malaysia's hunt for Low is separate from the DOJ. He said what the DOJ wants to do is their right. The DOJ last week struck a deal with Low and his family that would see the return of over $100 million in assets bought using stolen 1MDB funds. The deal was reached through engagement with Low's proxies. However, Low's whereabouts are currently unknown. Assets that are recovered by the DOJ will be returned to Malaysia.
PAS has denied claims of a rift with Bersatu. The allegations came up after a PAS leader had posted an image of him at a campaign event that had PN's logo pixelated in the background.
PAS Vice President Muhammad Amar Abdullah has firmly dismissed allegations of tension between the party and its Perikatan national ally Bersatu. This came after controversy arose when Amar attended an event in Sulu Baka where an image of the coalition logo was pixelated. He was quoted by Free Malaysia Today as saying that it is nonsense and that the party has no problems with Bersatu. Amar explained that the PN logo was intentionally blurred to highlight the speaker, emphasizing that such adjustments are normal practice. Earlier, Azmi Hassan, a fellow at the National Council of Professors, suggested to the news portal that tensions between PAS and Bersatu seemed more noticeable following photos shared by Amar on Facebook on June 24th. Azmi pointed out that these strained relations between the two PN parties surfaced during the Kuala Kubu Baru by-election campaign 2 months ago, where a Bersatu candidate lost to Pakatan Harapan.
While we are on the topic of PAS, a PKR leader has dismissed the Green Wave narrative as being a major factor in the Sungai Bakap polls.
PKR Secretary General Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said the Green Wave factor is not a significant narrative in the Sungai Bakap by-election campaign. In a press conference today, Saifuddin said the narrative has subsided after Perikatan Nasional suffered a series of defeats in the last few by-elections.
Gelombang hijau ni satu terminologi yang digunakan oleh Perikatan Nasional untuk mengekalkan momentum. Dia create satu hope bahawa menang pilihan raya kerajaan pusat bertukar.
He added that the important factor was not the Green Wave, as PN's candidate would still remain in the opposition if they win. Instead, he said the important thing was to strengthen the current government. The Green Wave is a term used to describe the increased support for Perikatan Nasional, particularly PAS, in the 15th general election. Previously, past President Abdul Hadi Awang had said the term encourages Islamophobia and spooks non-Muslims and urged party members to curb the Green Wave narrative. However, past spiritual leader Hashim Jassin appears to have embraced the term, saying the government should have a tough time stopping the Green Wave at Sungai Baka.
A think tank believes that victory in the Sungai Baka polls for Harapan could mark Anwar's return to Permatang Pauh. Here's more on that.
The Sungai Baka by-election results could signal Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's return to the Permatang Pauh parliamentary seat in the next general election. This is according to Darul Ehsan Institute IDE chairperson Muhammad Rezwan Osman. He said the issue had piqued observers' interest due to rumours that Anwar might return to his former traditional seat to restore Pakatan Harapan's strength. He pointed out that Sungai Baka is a neighbouring area, and the outcome of this by-election will determine whether Anwar returns to Permatang Pauh or chooses other areas. IDE is a think tank owned by the Selangor government and led by Harapan. For the record, Anwar, the Tambun MP, started his political career with UMNO by contesting in Permatang Pauh in 1982. He held the seat until he was expelled from the party on September 3, 1998. His wife, Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, took over the seat in 1999 until 2008 before stepping down to allow Anwar to contest in a by-election in August 2008. Anwar retained his seat in the 2013 general election, but lost it again after being convicted in the second sodomy case in 2015. Wan Azizah then reclaimed the seat in a by-election on May 7, 2015. However, in an unexpected turn, their daughter Nurul Izzah failed to retain the seat after losing to Perikatan Nasional's candidate in the 2018 general election.
The Ministry of Finance has stated that GIP is willing to relinquish MAHP's stakes within a short period of time. Amir Hamzah said this during a special chamber session in the Dewan Rakyat yesterday.
Global Infrastructure Partners has expressed its willingness to be a minority shareholder in Malaysia Airports Holdings and to relinquish its shareholding within a short time frame. This is according to Finance Minister 2, Amir Hamzah Azizan. He said GIP was selected from among hundreds of companies based on stringent criteria, including agreeing to have Malaysians as MAHP chairman and managing director. During a special chamber sessions in the Dewan Rakyat yesterday, Amir said they take a firm stance in safeguarding the interests held in strategic national assets. He added that on this matter, only GIP is seen as fulfilling the conditions set. Amir said Khazanah Nasional and the Employees Provident Fund have also conducted a detailed process for selecting a technical partner that is aligned with the goals to transform and improve the efficiency of the nation's airports. He provided several examples in other countries and said he believes GIP's expertise, experience, and success in optimizing airport efficiency are needed to boost the airport's competitiveness and efficiency. The government, Amir added, also took into consideration the urgent need to implement reforms at MAHP through the formation of a consortium led by Khazanah Nasional and EPF. He said through this, reforms to the nation's airport will be able to be implemented as soon as possible.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you like access to news like this and more, subscribe now to Malaysia Kini and support independent media. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.